Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 59 of the Star Wars Popcast. My name is Christopher.
My name's Patrick.
And I'm Lex.
And we've got quite a bit of stuff to talk about this week.
Yeah, first time in a while that we've gotten some actual news announcements.
Announcements, reveals.
I know all three of us were hard at work right after that big announcement yesterday. So
yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to talk about. We got St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, so going to be messing around with some AI a little bit later in the episode. We had two more banger episodes of The Bad Batch this past week.
Gosh. Yeah, we did.
They were great.
Yeah. So we'll be doing our top 5 from those episodes, but we do have our special guest this episode, which is Jimmy from the Explore the Force podcast. Jimmy, thank you for joining us once again on the podcast here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. For those people watching who may not know who you are and what you do in your free time, you want to let people know that stuff?
Yeah. So in the real world, I'm a high school teacher and coach. So that spends, you said the word free time. I don't know what that means exactly, but but I am part of an international Star Wars podcast YouTube channel with Taylor, who is from Vancouver, and I think she's coming on your trivia show tomorrow. Hopefully, she's going to take us 3-0 for Explore the Force, and then also Jack from the UK, who's in the military over there. We do an international Star Wars podcast together. Not sure how we found each other, but the Force willed it, so here we are.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's how things work. I mean, that's how I found these two. So the will of the Force, I guess.
Yeah,
got us together here. But yeah, like I said, we got
in the sewers, and you pulled me out,
Right. I rescued you.
I was a scrum rat.
He pulled us off Tatooine.
Pulled you out of the sewers of Corellia.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have been Lady Proxima's bitch or something. Who knows?
Yeah. That's no stone. You just made a clicking noise with your mouth. Yeah, but lots of Funko news to talk about. So let's jump right into our pop report.
No need to report that to him until we have something to report.
Okay, so I think this was this morning, unless I have my time.
See this. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So I guess they are re-releasing the GameStop exclusive 18-inch boba, but this time there is a chance of a chase, but it's limited to 300 pieces. And I have seen a lot of controversy already. People are upset.
Yeah, I have both of my 18-inch megas, and to be honest, you're going to do this one again? Like, it's kind of recycling, in my opinion. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like, I wouldn't want to have two bobas next to each other. Like, like this size, especially. Like, I don't know. I'll be honest.
They should have
in this one.
They should have just done it initially when they first released it, right? Giving you the chance at the white one.
Great. Why didn't you do Din Djarin holding Grogu like the 10-inch version that you never did a 4-inch version of, right? Where he's holding Grogu and he's got the big rifle kind of mounted
on his back.
Dude, that would have been much cooler than this. This literally, as I look at my 18-inch right here, it's the same exact thing, but the white proto, like kind of like the Funko Pop. They just did it all white. But
yeah,
I don't know. I think this is I'm probably not getting this.
No, I think it's just tough because a lot of people, I think these are like $100, right? Like around that price point.
Yeah.
So people are upset, hey, I paid the initial money for it. At the time, there was no chance of chase. Now at this point, I probably got to buy like 4 or 5 to maybe even get a chance at chase. Then you're going to have 4 or 5 possible commons that you just dropped $400 or $500 on.
Well, where's the exclusive going to be at? Is it at GameStop?
It doesn't say. It just says 300 piece limited. So I don't know if you have to like I don't know if it's still through GameStop. Like it might be.
The other thing is, how are they making it a chase? Because you see the picture on the box. There's no looking inside it. It's like,
No, I mean it's the same as any other Funko Pop. It says Chase on the sticker, and the Funko Pop's different, so you can see it.
No,
it's not
but
like
what I'm
sodas.
saying is, let me show you what I mean.
You know, the box is the same. I mean,
like here's the box, right?
Yeah.
Here's one of the boxes. Here's the Vader box. It's
Yeah.
just no clear window, so you either see what you're getting or you don't, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
maybe
they
it'll
make
just
you
have
order
that
it.
like 300-piece sticker.
Yeah, I'm wondering, or are they making you order it and they ship it and you don't know what you're getting, kind of like the die cast?
That's true.
Because if you walk into a store and you see it, okay, well, oh, that's one of the rare ones.
Well, that's
what
what I think it's gonna be. It seems like it, anyways. It's in a box with the white image on it, so
yeah.
I'd imagine it's just like any other Chase Pop you get. You see it in the store, you grab it because you know it's a Chase and you know it's a rare one.
Yeah,
300 though. I mean, that's going to be.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
That's this is.
It'll end up being a grail of all grails at that
Well,
point.
that's what I was thinking. This is one of the reasons that Funko Pop has frustrated me, and I did start branching out a little bit because they do stuff like this.
Yeah.
And this thing is going to cost you, if you're, I don't know how many people actually have a full set of Star Wars Funko. I mean, how hard would that be? But like 300, like they have more of the stuff at, like, you go to Celebration and things like that, and you have the.
They're like 2,000, 3,000 limited,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Diamond Grogu, right? So you've got, I mean, this says 5,000 pieces, and this thing is worth, people are going crazy to get this when it came out. So that seems crazy to me. 300.
Maybe they're thinking to finally move these things, because I'll be honest, I picked up Boba Fett 2 years ago on Black Friday for like $70, $75.
Right.
It was a Black Friday, and then they had like some additional sales. And so when it whittled down, I was like, I turned around and looking at it, I was like, you know what? When I did the math, I'm like, yeah, it's never going to get cheaper than this. So I walked back over and bought it. And then this year, Black Friday, I gave my mom the link because Darth Vader was again like $70 or $80 down from $125 for the mega 18-inch version. So I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to push inventory at this point by introducing a Chase, not really having to do much, and then try to get rid of the original 18-inch that didn't sell.
Yeah.
Well, aren't they on sale too at GameStop? Like, hasn't GameStop been putting a lot of stuff on sale already? So now you're gonna re-release it for $100 when GameStop has it on sale as well. Like, I don't know. I think.
Oh, right now I'm sure because this is something that was marked down from 2 years ago. You could probably walk out with that for like $20, $25 with all the discounts.
I wonder if they found a bunch of these in the back of their warehouse. They're like, well, instead of taking them to the dump, let's repaint a bunch of them white. Well, we'll slap a sticker on it, 300 pieces, and then the rest, so whoever orders it online, they might get the white one, they might get the original.
Yeah, I'm not buying this one. This is bad. Honestly, I would have rather have seen an 18-inch of that 10-inch version of Ginger.
Yeah,
and this is the one I'm
sure, and Chrome too. Yeah. While you're doing that, I'm gonna bring up a couple comments. Mikey says, "Good evening, beautiful people." Hey, Mikey. He says, "Congrats on 500 subs, Lex." Yes, that happened.
Yes, Lex.
Congrats.
Thank you. Making my way in the world.
Robbie Wan says, "Hey everyone, what's going on?" Just talking Funkos, Robbie. And Pod Racing Palp says, "Hello there." Hey, Palpatine. Yeah, so that Chrome one, that would have been better.
Dude, it's so nicely detailed. Not just the Chrome, but all the paint treatments. I mean, really well done. The Chrome's a nice additive, but it's another way of having. I think that's the only really kind of scaled Grogu I've seen.
Yeah,
with him, besides the flying one where he's kind of smaller, but that looks a little more perfect in scale, I think, when you're looking at the 10-inch. But we've never gotten a 4-inch version of this. And if you're going to do an 18-inch, like no one's talking about Boba Fett, especially after his series. So Funko, you totally lost. You totally missed the mark. Everyone's talking about Din Djarin. They're releasing a Grogu and Mandalorian movie. How do you? I want to find out who's in the boardroom making that kind of shitty decision.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna. I feel like it may do better if they were just selling it as the proto boba. But don't get me wrong, it's still extremely lazy. It's the same pose, same everything. You just painting it white. Like it still has the same ding in the helmet. It looks like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it'd probably sell better if it was like standalone. But I don't
Yeah.
think people are gonna risk dropping hundreds of dollars to try to get a 300-piece prototype. Like I just don't think
Mikey's right on the money. Recycling old designs, boring. Same for the NFTs. Yeah, we'll get into the NFTs in a minute there.
That's what I don't understand is like they want to make money, make new pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get sometimes like, like the Rex and things like that they're doing and people didn't get them the first time around, or some of the Rebel stuff now that, Ahsoka's out. But things like this don't make a whole lot of sense to me sometimes. Like
Not at all.
I
But
don't
there's
understand.
only 2 Rexes.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
like gotta be at least 20 or more Boba Fett's.
Well, they had that
Yeah.
like the maroon one. They had those big 10-inch ones like the maroon and then the
With
black
and the black with the red.
Yeah,
and with the sword.
so those are kind of bizarre too.
Yeah, I have the black
Yeah.
one in 10-inch. I have that one.
Yeah,
I did
got
not get the
all
red
of
one.
those, but
Yeah, I just don't like it when they do the same sculpt over and over again. Like,
Yeah.
I'm okay getting the same characters if it's like an updated pose and like a better pose. Like we'll get into the NFTs in a minute and we'll discuss that a little bit more because that's similar.
But even for a Fett, like honestly,
yeah,
this
they could
pose
have done a
doesn't
different
change
pose.
much from the GameStop bounty collection. It's not much of a difference, right? In that pose. It's the same pose as the diecast because
the comic one, the new comic one that we're going to be talking about in a minute. It's the same pose as that, I believe.
I think you're right.
It's slightly
similar.
Is it
yeah.
Now
so that's slightly different.
It's almost the same as the original.
Almost very similar. Yeah, it's very similar.
So I don't know, dude. I'm a little disappointed in this.
I mean, the paint scheme is definitely different, though.
This one, yeah.
Oh, the paint scheme on this,
and it does match the comic. It does match the comic cover, so I'll give it that. But I'm probably going to pass on it. I don't really need 2 comic Boba Fett's.
I like these. I do like these.
Are you going to get this one?
Yeah, I already have this on pre-order.
Oh, look at you!
I did jump on this one because I really like that comic book series, the retro series, and it falls in line with it. My wife even got me that really nice glass artwork that I want to hang. So it was funny because I was like ready to get the command strips and then start committing, and then they're like, "Oh, Obi-Wan." I was like, "Oh, okay, hold on." Then they announced this, and I'm like, "But we also heard from was it Scarlet Joker or whatever that there might be a Vader version of this." I'm like, I better wait before I mount that to the wall because I want that and all of the retro and the comic book ones kind of in the same area. And now I'm kind of rethinking if they're going to do how many more they're going to do. I don't know.
Are we getting a Vader comic? Robbie's asking. Yeah.
I mean, it's rumored.
Rumored.
One of the rumors.
Yeah, rumored.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool. I do really like the retro series, but I just feel like they're kind of overdoing it with the same.
You know what it is, Lex? I think we need to stop redoing the finishing touch look like the comic retro series on the same characters. Give me a Darth Maul version of this.
Yes.
Right? Give me
that would sell so well.
Yeah. Give me
the thing. The thing, though, they can't do a retro Darth Maul because in the comics, he looks like Darth Maul. He doesn't look like an off-colored.
They could do it with the highlights
box and put the comic behind it.
They could do. They could do the comic. Yeah,
black, red, and white comics.
Yeah,
I just think it's tough.
That'd be all right.
Like this is the second Boba now. We're now getting another Ben Kenobi. Like, are they just going to keep doing the same characters through the retro line? But like,
especially knowing it's an anniversary year for Phantom Menace, like start rolling that out and start like doing retro versions of that or something. Like,
I think that'll be like May 4th. That'll be the May 4th reveal. Yeah, Mikey says, "Hell yeah, Patrick, Maul or Savage."
Right,
or both. Put them both in a set together.
Yeah, that would be cool. I've been dying for like a Maul Savage like 2-pack from GameStop.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah,
I think they should continue doing more of the one too. So even get some pikes. We don't have a pike from Book of Boba or Clone Wars. That was a pretty.
I don't think we're getting any more from the Book of Boba.
What's that?
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting any more from the Book of Boba.
No,
that's like
I was
way
on the
overdue,
Rancor, but nothing.
right? I know that was rumored. I thought, but
Yeah, it was by a couple sources. So I don't know if that was in the pipeline and got yanked because I don't know, they were afraid of the putting it in the landfill.
They're probably like, you know what, guys, the Rancor with Boba Fett that might not sell too great, but this one we know will go off the shelves. Is the white Boba Fett 18-inch and the comic cover Boba Fett.
I think like K-Dog and Fish say all the time, like once Funko gets something that like sells well, they pour gasoline all over it and just keep trying the same thing again and again and again.
That's big business though. Like think about movies and stuff like that. Like they're already planning a Barbie 2 and somehow they're going to create an Oppenheimer 2 if they can make money out of it. Like they don't have any. They just
a prequel to Oppenheimer.
Yeah, we
don't need that. Honestly, I'll fall asleep on the second one. It was hard to stay awake for the first one.
So
it's good.
The Barbie movie or the Oppenheimer one?
The Oppenheimer one. It's good, but it's if people complain about Andor being a slow burn, woo! I don't know if you have the patience for Oppenheimer.
We need a smoking jacket Palpatine.
That would be good. I would buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess the big news that we really got was the announcement or more information and a first look at the physical collectibles for the digital pops. So there's going to be 6 in total, with the Grail going for 1,980 pieces is Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. Love these.
This is crazy looking. Like, I'm so impressed. I don't know. Like an upside down.
I've seen a lot of comments saying, like people are disappointed with these because I get it. They're not like Ahsoka. They're not clones. Like a lot of people wanted that, but Funko kind of played it a little safe with the original trilogy characters that everyone knows. But they did really different sculpts. So I love what they did with these, even though they're characters we've gotten before, like the Han Solo with the carbonite forming around him and stuff.
See,
like the Luke and the Han are great.
I didn't like that one as much. I couldn't tell if he was getting frozen, except for when I saw the card, it looked like he was getting frozen as opposed to unfreezing. Yeah, when Leia did it, which would have made more sense because we never saw him kind of do. I don't know.
But it's still cool. Yeah, and then the 3PO deactivated there. That's iconic scene. So I like these.
I like the Leia one a lot, and that's what I said. The movie,
poster the Leia with the poster.
Yeah,
that should have been instead of the Star Wars movie poster I have as the Funko, the big 6-inch Luke and R2 with the poster behind. That's what they should have done. Is how they did the Leia.
Yeah, I agree. The little one with the little poster behind it. Yeah,
do the whole poster with the characters being the actual, and just put the stars up as the background.
Yeah,
that would have been dope.
So are you guys gonna buy any packs? Because I'm not planning on buying any packs because, like I said, the what is it, the premium pack or whatever it is,
like $30,
the 17.
Yeah.
Well, it's $40 up here with the conversion.
Yeah.
I might do one pack just to do a live stream and see how it goes and show people what happens because I don't know how many. Unless you're like a hardcore Funko collector and you collect everything, you'll probably know how the NFTs work. But if you're just like a Star Wars Funko collector, you probably don't know how these work. So I might do a live stream and buy one pack or whatever, but we'll see.
They've done this for other franchises because I honestly I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. They've done Transformers and Scooby Doo,
Power Rangers,
Disney.
Yeah,
they've done a few.
So I've
never done it.
Yeah. It seems very repetitive while I was kind of looking through the website yesterday. It seems like you buy the pack. Within the pack, there's cards. There's an uncommon, a common, a grail, and something else. And there's sets. And then you need to try to kind of make the complete set. And if you are able to, you'll get a redemption token. And then with that, you can do the, you can trade it in for the actual.
Good Lord.
Yeah. And I was watching Top Pops. He was opening the Transformers one, and you do get coins or something in the packs. he opened Transformers ones and he got like a Decepticon logo coin that gets added to your digital collection, I guess. So it's
see the digital.
I guess there's that, but it's just
doesn't entertain.
No, it doesn't do anything. Like, what are you gonna do with it, right?
Yeah, I can.
I mean,
like
I'd love
said,
to have like a physical coin. I love Star Wars coins, but
yeah, I don't think that's a redeemable coin or anything cool like that.
Nope.
Yeah, deluxe.
But yeah, like
damaged, pre-programmed.
Grill.
So I'm looking to I have a drop account, but I might kind of retool it because I want to do that. And there's another app that you could do kind of more, it's like an e-wallet kind of thing for this kind of crap. But when you're in that, and I think there's a third piece that you can kind of have all three going through each other. So when you buy the cards, you can then transfer the card to then be put into the wallet app or something like that, so you could transfer.
Yeah, it's a whole big thing.
I really want to learn a little bit more about that in the next week, because if you two are buying them, and Jimmy, if you're in on this and you're doing it, let us know. Because what I'll do is I'll reach out to you guys and be like, okay, what do you need? What are you looking for? And I'll tell you what I'm looking for and see if we can help each other out, get them. Because
I might buy one pack. So if I buy it, you guys can just buy my cards off of me, because I'm not going to be collecting them to get the redeemable. I'll just do it to open a pack and see what it is. No, I'm not going to try.
But like I was looking at, if you bought 10 packs of like the premium, that's $300. You know,
yeah. And you're not even guaranteed to complete like all the sets, right? You might complete one set, maybe, but
maybe.
Yeah,
that's no guarantee. I don't know.
No, there's no guarantee. Yeah.
But there's also got to be like 6 sets or something. Like there's got to be multiple sets to it as well. Like
yeah.
Well,
I'm not sure what.
You gotta have the Grail, the Royalty, and the Legendary. There's at least 3 there, right? At least 3.
Yeah.
Well, there's 4.
I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to look at the other sets that there are, like other properties.
What was the 4th one, Lex?
I think there's like a common and uncommon. There's like a Grail and Epic, Legend. Like there's like multiple that kind of go into it.
See, okay, because I was going by when we click on each of these little icons, thinking, okay, you got Grail, you got Legendary, and you got Royalty just for the. And if they're only going to do the 3, that's a little more doable. But if they are expanding where it's got all this other crap, like holy shit.
Well, there's like these as well. So like the Stormtroopers uncommon, Leia's Epic, Luke Grail. I can't tell what the Vader is.
Yeah.
R2's uncommon, and then Boba's common. So there's got to be like levels, I think, to each set. Like maybe like a common and uncommon, a Grail, Epic, and like you need to collect them all. I mean, that's what I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah. Again, I don't like, know.
I've never
done this.
Yeah.
And this is kind of why I was always fearful of the NFT, because they'll probably come up really cool, and it's just a pain in the butt, and it's cost a lot of money. So I don't know.
But it also makes me wonder, because they do have it listed as Series 1. So are there going to be multiple series? I'm assuming it would have to be
if it does well.
If it does well.
But I also feel like a lot of people will just purchase the NFTs like secondhand.
If there is a way to do that, I'd rather just do that, to be honest.
Yeah. Like I'm sure people are gonna like kind of up the price, but like I'm sure you could find them on eBay or whatnot. Like I'm sure that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and I think it was Slapshot Pops, John. I don't know if it was when he came on our episode or if it was on his own live stream, but he said like they're not as expensive when people sell them on the secondary market anymore, like as they used to be when they first came out. So the Grail might fetch like $300, but like the more common ones, like the legendary ones, they might not be as expensive. Like they could be like $100 or less.
Yeah, so, I mean, they are deluxe.
That's not too bad.
I think is different than the other NFTs from what I've heard.
Yeah,
because they're not just a NFT pop; they're an NFT deluxe pop. So
they are all deluxes, which I think is kind of crazy. I'm not super crazy about deluxe pops, but I don't know. I feel like overall they're like, yes, they did play it very safe. Like these are the same characters that we've gotten before, but have we ever gotten an upside down Luke Skywalker with a base that looks like that, a lightsaber, the icicle, or even like Princess Leia? Like that's a completely new pose.
I love that Princess Leia one.
They're all new poses.
Different, you know.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people are hating on it. I totally understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm frustrated. There's so many other characters that could have been done, but I feel like for what we did get, like even Vader has his arm chopped off. We have yet to get that.
I mean, we have him laying down with the arm chopped off, but this is different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I do think
they played it safe. Yeah, they played it safe.
Palpatine looks like a complete recycle.
Yeah, they played it safe, but they still like it. There's a fine line between playing it completely safe and not doing anything different at all, and then doing something different. And they were kind of like right in the middle. They played it safe enough where people will recognize these characters, but they're different enough where people like us are going to be like, yeah, those are cool.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it would have done much better, and there would be more hype to it if it was like a Clone Wars run with like characters that we have yet to see.
Yeah,
I think that would automatically draw a lot of attention to the NFT process.
Yeah. 6 redeemables. Leia is a royalty. Luke is a Grail. Rest are legendary. Yeah. To get the royalty, you need one of every one of the 70 to 100 digital cards.
Oh my,
that hurts.
Right.
Yep. But there's also so many
AI
packs
Funkos
that they're selling.
Yeah.
Like, so you're not even guaranteed. Like, there's only 30,000 of the premium and then 35,000 of the standard. And you only get 5 items in the standard, 17 in the premium. So, like, I feel like your chances are, like, so low.
Like, the other thing, Lex, it's like they're making this big, you should probably get ready to get in early, sign in early. Well, what's the point if you're signing early and you don't drop it to this time? Like, you got to recycle anyway, right? And then what are these cards going to sell out? Like, are they expecting them to sell out? So, like, if I didn't get it on my first round, I can't go back a few hours later. Do I have to get back into a call queue or a queue, if you will, to then get back to buy another pack? Like, what the hell's that? Like, I don't understand that.
It also even says like you can get in the queue a few minutes before, and then you'll get a random place in line.
Yeah.
What do you mean? If I'm first in the queue, I better be first in line, not first in the queue and then I'm like 50 seconds.
300 people back, 3,000 people back. Yeah. And I didn't understand why they're talking about the card packs necessarily. Like, there's 30,000 of these cards. Well, dude, are you expecting to sell 30,000 on the 26th of March? Like, I maybe I'm just I don't know shit about shit, but that seems like an awful lot for something I don't think everybody's really into. And that's just
it could surprise us, and like they could sell out too.
Well, I mean, they could definitely.
I call BS on that, because that Freddy Funko that they were throwing money towards and everything, they said, it sold out 15,000 people. Like, are you kidding me? There's no way that Project Freddy thing, did that well. There's no way.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is what the Star Trek looks like. They're not sold out.
No.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
But here's the thing.
I mean, I heard this one was a flop.
K-Dog and Fish, didn't he say a comment like if they don't sell out of the packs, the packs just go away? So what's that mean? That I don't have access because if it doesn't sell well, you just blow them away. So there's never a chance to get that, complete something like that's those are the questions I have that I really don't understand. And before I get literally and financially invested to try to get one of these, I'm almost like, you know what? I might be kind of all out and wash my hands of it and just buy it if I see it and not even worry about it. But I kind of want it just for the fun of it to try it. I don't know.
Well, this is the Transformers one, so it looks like you can still purchase them, but then if you scroll down, it's almost like they're selling the individual cards too.
I don't know if is it selling them or is it just showing you the rare ones?
And I sign in to buy.
Yeah.
And it's like a single card.
Weird.
So that's the second series of Transformers.
Yeah. So we got Shogun in the chat. He says, good afternoon. Millennium Workshop says, good evening, everyone.
Hey.
Millennium Workshop. And Mikey saying Star Trek 50% burned.
Yeah, I heard the Star Trek was an absolute flop.
And that just came out too.
Yeah, I heard some pretty bad stuff about that one, but I don't know. Like maybe it's just the
Mikey said Transformers sold out.
yeah.
They must have more available now then.
I just don't understand this. I really
And it
Yeah, I
also
don't get it.
seems like there's Freddy's in the other ones, but there's not a Freddy in this one. So I know
Yeah,
that
and I
like
saw
Freddy
quite a few
collectors.
people complaining about that too. Like they
I
should
heard
have done a
about that.
Freddy.
Jimmy, are you a Freddy collector? Do you collect the Freddy
No,
Funkos?
those things that's never really been my thing.
Yeah.
I wonder too, like if these things sell out, then you can never get the collection.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Like
How would you even try to get them all if there's not enough to
if
get?
they all sell out day one, and you buy, let's say you buy 5 packs, and you're like, oh man, I got a bunch of different ones, but you don't have enough. I don't know. This
There's
seems
something
like
not right,
Funko's
right?
trying to
It
dig
just seems
themselves
the
out of
odds
a
are
financial hole.
stacked against you.
Yeah, yeah.
But
The odds are not ever in your favor.
no,
No, they are not.
not.
Mojo says, "I want these, but I'm super skeptical. Not about to drop a boatload of cash for something I can probably buy on the market." Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense these days. Star Trek's not as popular as Star Wars. I mean, it depends who you are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, your fandom, I guess.
Yeah. Art of Light Images says if you're wealthy enough to buy lots, you've got a chance. If you're poor, you'd best get lucky.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just can't see throwing out. Here's my thing on it. I can't see myself throwing out hundreds of dollars on a chance
Yeah.
you might get something, but
Right?
realistically, you might not get anything.
Yeah.
If I spend $300 on buying, say, 10 packs, 10 premium packs, if I can't complete a collection, I'd be freaking livid. Because for $300, I can go to a store and I can buy a couple different waves of Funkos and have them on my shelf, something to show for.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
where I'm kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
So I like made a little account to try to like see, and it looks like you can buy like based off like people are selling them at different prices too. So like you can almost buy cards.
Yeah, so I think that's the I think that's that what is it, drop marketplace it mentioned.
Yeah.
So that must be what that is. Yeah, and you get like little medallions like that. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just the thing, like if I'm gonna spend like I said, I might buy one pack and just see how it goes for
just experience it.
Well, yeah, and see if my subscribers on my channel want to see that. So then I might buy a pack and see how it goes.
I'll watch you do it.
But okay, there you go. Jimmy will watch me do it, so he doesn't have to spend money.
I'll watch you spend your money, Chris.
One pack. That's all I'm buying is one pack. Can't afford anything else. No, but like it. I mean, like I'm not gonna spend a boatload of money and have all these cards I can't do anything with. But I mean, I guess I can sell them later.
Yeah.
If people want to buy them.
Oh my god. The premium pack for Harry Potter is $69.99.
Oh wow. How many pieces did they come with though?
17.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Everything makes sense. Makes its way to eBay eventually, yeah.
Or
it's
it
not,
Ross
that's
in
true.
Tony's case.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Someday C3PO will be mine, but I'm not gambling to get him. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Mikey says one pack, Christopher, the short is short. Yeah. Right.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I there's a little bit of excitement, but at the same time, I did not want Star Wars to go down this line.
Yeah.
I really did not. I don't know. I'm not a fan of these digital things I can stare at my screen. Like how often I really like to ask, how often are you looking at those? Pull them up.
No, probably not often.
Right? Like to spend that much money for something you're not really. I'd rather have this because I could take this off my shelf and put it on the set and photograph it. This I can't spot with. The one thing I will give them is their cards, the callback to the old 70s, Star Wars baseball.
Yeah.
Trading.
Those are cool.
That I'll give them
Pops.
that I thought was that was touche to that. But other than that,
yeah.
I also think it's cool that they're like kind of animated Funko versions of like some of our favorite scenes. Like I don't know. It would be cool if they were like actual cards that you could also redeem. Like I don't know, like trading card thing.
What's funny is on the card right here that you're showing, really cool, right? You got Vader hand chopped off and you got him by the elevator. But no, we go put him at the same background as the Emperor because God forbid we try to do anything so different. Like recycle. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I guess this isn't any worse than people blowing all their money on like games on their phone, like Candy Crush or whatever. You know, put all. Like you don't even get anything out of that. There's no chance at any physical collectible from that. So at least there's a chance at something here. Slim chance, but I think that does it for the news this week, eh? Pretty big week for Funko.
We've been dry for 2-3 weeks, so it was about.
We've been dry, yeah. It was a dry spell, yeah.
Definitely a few weeks.
Mojo says, love that shirt, Christopher. Almost looks like the Dutch flag popping out of the Falcon. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a mashup shirt. So like the G.I. Joe red, white, and blue there. Is it screenshot? Just screenshot it. What's the difference?
Well, funny thing is, I actually went and you can right click and save the image, and you'll have the digital card for at least the one we show on the site. Yeah. I used them in my video.
Yeah, you can screenshot that or save it or whatever.
Save it like a MP4.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. But we did have a couple episodes of the Bad Batch. So shall we jump into our top 5?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Magnificent, aren't they?
So yeah, we had 2 episodes of the Bad Batch that were last week. This week though, I think we'll do our top 5. We'll do our 2 for it was for the week. We had 2 episodes for 1 week, so we'll do our 2 for top 5, I guess. So because the characters didn't really change from episode to episode. It was like one big story between the 2 episodes, which I liked. Did you guys like the episodes though?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're all right. They weren't as intense as those first 3 that like Lex and I got to talk about. Like those were just like those were great. So
it was good seeing Rex again though.
Yeah.
100%.
Rex and Wolf.
Yeah.
No, Wolf was great to see. That was a great little movie we had there. I also thought it reminded me of the kind of like the culmination towards the end of Game of Thrones when you had those like that episode where they're getting swarmed by the dead, where it was all very dark. It kind of reminded me of the way they did this in animation. It was very dark because the first time I tried to watch it was on my lunch break, and I was like, the light in this room is too bright. I can't see anything. So I had to like literally stand up like this close to the screen to make out anything. So
yeah, exactly. Should be interesting to see where we go though from here, right? With their little secret base getting destroyed and all that.
Yep.
That was a good callback to the
Clone
next
Wars
week movie.
They will announce the Phantom Menace pops, right? Right. I hope so.
I'm hoping.
We'll see.
Like I said, I think it'll be like a May 4th drop because last May 4th we got a lot of stuff. I do find it funny that Palpatine is exactly what fans did with the movie moment and Luke and Vader putting him in the back. I know I did. They haven't put out any Bad Batch pops since the 5-pack. We need more we need a Bad Batch Rex, with the poncho.
The poncho
Rex.
Which,
yeah.
I guess to kick things off,
you go first.
Lex, you want to go? Yeah, sorry.
Let Jimmy go first.
Yeah, Jimmy.
So we just say from this what we want, like what from both episodes.
Yeah, 5 episodes. Yeah, 5 pops from both episodes because the characters kind of carried over for the most part. So.
My first one's a 2-pack. Is that
nice.
cheating?
No.
I want Echo handing Omega her new crossbow.
Nice.
So
where was that?
That was like the beginning of.
I think that was.
Actually, it's in the middle somewhere. Yeah. But I thought that was kind of cool. I want an older Omega. Like she looks older.
Yeah.
I want her hair down. Like I want to see the difference in age.
The crossbow that looks very similar to Boba Fett's blaster, right?
Yeah. That was all right.
It's cool though.
Way to get...
It's like a fusion.
It is cool. Oh yeah,
it's even better than the bow one she had. I think
in season 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. We're switching up. She's not just using just the blaster. It's going to be kind of more her thing, kind of like Chewie with his crossbow.
Yeah.
And it's different. It's not like it's more like a bow and arrow still, like the previous one. It's not like a blaster like Chewbacca's, which is cool.
Right?
Just neat. Giving her something kind of unique, something new. It still fits within the lore and the universe.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the look of this one too.
But that's a good one. I like that, Jimmy. 2-pack of Echo and her. This would be great.
Mikey says I will take a wolf, if not Christopher's 501st. Yeah. Has no one else found it?
No.
It's not available here yet.
It's not in the States.
So okay, I went and picked up my Bitty Pops today, the Mando Bitty Pops at GameStop, and they had like 2 or 3 more on the shelf there. And Patrick and Lex, I picked up 3 the other day because I bought one for each of you, and then I have an extra one. So it's like I'm still seeing them. They're available up here. So
yeah,
maybe they just
out here
the States and they just went all to Canada.
Right, but like I haven't seen anyone like overseas who's gotten it yet. So
no, yours. Honestly, unless I saw like a disc tracker, yours the only one I've seen like that's not tangible. So that's kind of cool.
Yep.
So Jimmy, who do you have next up on?
Yeah, I don't know. I was doing all of them. So the Shadow Commando. I like how they call him a shadow because I think that Filoni and was it Jennifer Corbett are kind of the foreshadowing who might be in that suit, but they kept saying we picked up a shadow or whatever. But that commando looks pretty cool. So
at the beginning, Patrick.
The beginning or the end, either one. I mean, the same. Same.
Yeah, it's in the middle. It's in the other episode too. So whichever.
Yeah, it's beginning. Well, it's in this one too, but so the beginning of this one or the end of this one. But yeah, I like that commando one, the Shadow Commando. But
yeah, he did look cool.
And then you want to just rip through all 5 of these?
Yeah.
All right.
So Mojo said I saw a pic with the US GameStop sticker.
I have not seen that yet.
No.
And then I need a Batcher for sure.
There he is.
Yeah. Right?
Oh, that was awesome when they had that standoff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you see Batcher take a stance? I was like, ooh, check that little mascot out.
Yeah, I want a Batcher for sure. Maybe even a Omega with Batcher or something, but Batcher by herself would be kind of cool. And then my last 2 would be, they're kind of the same, but they'd both have chases, right? So we'd have Wolf with his helmet on, obviously. Then you have a Chase without his helmet on, so you can see his eye, his cybernetic eye.
Nice.
And then the most handsome clone out there, Hauser. I mean, this guy, for all of them looking the same, that guy stands out as one handsome devil. He is the Brad Pitt.
Hauser?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hauser. Hauser is one handsome clone.
Yeah, I was like, hey, Hauser, clean up, boy.
Yeah.
And,
right?
You'd have him with his helmet on because a lot of these, I love seeing a lot of these clones with the different helmets, from the different squads, the different units. Then, having those last 2, Wolf and Hauser, have a Chase version without their helmets on. And then with their helmets on, be kind of cool, I think, to, always want more clone Funko Pops.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of where I was at. I was really, 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 really hoping that Asajj was going to show up in this when I knew it was coming on the show. I actually talked to Nika Fuderman, the lady who voices Asajj this past weekend.
Nice.
Because all that news came out about, how there's more coming. Well, she told me that, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to hold on to that information. I don't really feel like, I thought she was just being friendly. So I thought maybe she was coming out this episode or one of these 2 episodes.
It's got to be coming out soon, though.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think just a bunch of different commandos, different clones. And then, of course, a Badger. Because we don't really there's not many, if there's any, that have like their pets with them. Like if we got like an Embo or something like that down the line, like a Bounty Hunters or some High Republic stuff, maybe get Ember. I don't know. But yeah, I want a Batcher and then a couple of these clone commanders. That'd be cool.
Awesome. Lex, you want to go next?
Sure. I definitely want a Rex on the poncho.
Yeah.
I feel like that was just like pretty cool. Like with or without the helmet, doesn't really matter to me. Also maybe like a Senator Chuchi.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
We didn't get anything of her.
Any Pantorans out there?
There
isn't any Pantorans out there, right? Like that'd be the first one.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I feel like she's just unique, and like I really liked how she's such like an advocate and like a proponent for clones and their rights and stuff. But I am interested to know like what her and Senator Singh, is that his name? What are they scheming about? You know.
Well, I think they're trying to
seeds of the rebellion.
Yeah, I think they're kind of like leading up to like we have Bail Organa kind of going out and talking to people. I think he's put a little bird in her ear. He's spoken to him, and now they're starting to see what the Empire is doing to their people and their planet. So they're starting to have their own opinion and starting to form an alliance to, if we can get more people like us. I think this is where we're starting to see the build, where you see rebels, where rebels are all cells, and then by the time we get to New Hope, the cells have all banded together, become the Rebel Alliance. So I think we're still kind of flushing some of this stuff out and seeing that.
Yeah. Good point.
He's the only advocate, in my opinion, Lex, that I've seen really fighting for the clones, besides the clones themselves, which I think most of them don't realize, as we find out later in these episodes, they don't realize what's going on at all.
Yeah, well, I think like in the 7th episode especially, you know, Rex kind of really, I think he kind of gets to Wolf and he's like kind of talking to him. I think Wolf is starting to have those thoughts, and even when they kind of landed, I think he was like, these aren't insurgents, like these are our brothers, like these are clones.
Yeah.
And then Rex talks to him and he was like, dude, like they're experimenting on our brothers, like, and he was like, look, you're hunting a child. Like, think about this stuff. So I think maybe that's kind of some of the things that are going into play that we'll see, you know, Wolf kind of transition, because he does end up with Rex and Rebels. We know that.
Yeah.
But what really causes that flip-flop, you know? So
I think a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in those episodes too. So is he gonna get tortured?
Yeah, something happened.
I think so, Jimmy. I think when he goes back and they find out that you don't think any of those other clones there are going to give him up? Like, well, this is what we did. Oh, really? You just let him go? You just let them go? The biggest asset we're after right now? Yeah, I think they're going to torture him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, something's got to happen because there is a transition that occurs. And I think Rex, we kind of really see those seeds getting planted, but there's got to be something else that really transitions him, like to be like, yeah, no, I got to go with my brother. What was that, 3? I don't know. I mean, Hauser, like Jimmy said, I feel like we haven't gotten one of him, and he's a pretty cool clone. I think it was cool, the beef that he kind of had with Crosshair was kind of slowly getting squashed, and he was like, you know, you're definitely different than you were on Ryloth.
Yep.
And I would love one of Wolf in the new armor with the little, like, logo. I feel like that would be cool.
Yeah.
And then, maybe the Shadow. But I don't know. That guy was really starting to annoy me in episode 7. I was like, how many times are you going to almost die?
Like, why won't you die? Why won't you die
there's
already?
More of them, clearly. Like,
well,
why
I got nervous at this scene when I
oh my
thought
God.
we were losing Crosshair for a moment. I was like, oh, no.
I was like, there it is.
That's what I thought, too.
That's what everyone's saying, like all the different, you know, is this another Marak? Like it's just going to be a nobody, like another clone. But why would they show him climbing out of the water, like this specific clone coming out of the water? And I hadn't thought about that.
At him too much to not be somebody.
Well, he also gets crumbled by the rocks and then comes out. Then he falls in the waterfall, comes out. Like,
well, if it's tech, well, definitely, if he can survive these things, he definitely survived that fall. I don't know. You know, I'm hoping
Shogun said he'd like to see a Rex Wolf 2-pack with their helmets off.
A Tupac.
I know. I like how he put Tupac and changed it to 2-pack. He must be using voice to text or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe that is tech under all of that, but
It
the
could
other
be.
guy wasn't tech,
No.
so.
No.
But I don't know. So I did see
I don't
someone
know.
kind of do the comparison of where tech like hits his thing and his goggles come down because we do see him do that. He like walks over the edge, does the thing, it comes down. He looks at his ship, and I was like, maybe, but like, I don't know.
I'd rather
Tech
see it.
is
I'd rather see it be like another clone that we've seen before, rather than
Cody.
Tech, who's supposed to be dead. Yeah, like Cody. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Cody would
want
be crazy.
tech to be gone and
Yeah.
stop bringing resurrecting like that.
Mhm.
Just let him
Yeah.
go. That was a good death. Like if you're gonna kill off an animated character, that was really well done. Like he did it again by cheapening by resurrecting and bringing him back. It cheapens the sacrifice that was made and the story
Yeah.
that carries the characters. Because if he survives, like what's that do to Omega? Omega's now learned the severity of loss, right? And
Yep.
especially when you're a tight little family crew, and she depends on that. And so I feel like Batcher's kind of filled that hole for her,
Yeah.
And now we got Crosshair back, which she's kind of excited about. Echo's kind of coming in with Rex to help out. So like they're kind of together, and she needs that. Like she's only a child, right? And obviously she thinks she's more because she's older than them, right? But
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
you know,
always like
as an
remind
audience,
people
we
of
still
that.
kind of look at as a child the maturation of like she just went through some serious loss. Like these soldiers are so used to it because they're bred for that for war. She is not.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, and I feel that they're doing what they did last season. In my opinion, I'm curious what you guys think, where we got that Tech arc and then they rip him away. I feel we're getting a great crosser arc and we're gonna rip him away.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I think they're all gonna die at some point except for Omega.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think
agree.
yeah, I think they're all gone by the end. I mean, I think we
yeah,
talked
by
about
the end of the
this
season.
on our show too. Like, do any of them survive? And because you're starting to get a lot of characters all over the different genres, video games and TV shows. Like, where are all these characters at during the original trilogy? You have to do something with them. Like those clones would be there fighting if they could.
Yep.
So,
And I
yeah.
the reason I don't say Wrecker because one, he's going to pull on your heartstrings to kill him off, right? He's very similar to Omega in his childlike ways, but also like
Yeah.
if he was just a regular dude walking around, he's very noticeable, like
Yeah.
size wise. He's very like there's no way of him being discreet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow this all leads to Dark Troopers, Purge Troopers, the 501st Battlefront campaign, and Mount Tantus leads to Joris Sabaoth and Thrawn. Yeah, I mean, tying all this stuff together, they're doing a great job of it. Little nuggets here. Sent you a messenger with a 501st Clone Trooper U.S. GameStop sticker. Can't be Canada as we don't have a sticker unless someone put it on themselves. Okay, I'll check that out. So that was that all your entire top 5 then, Lex?
I think so.
Patrick, you want to go next?
Sure.
I'm gonna look for that image that they sent me on Instagram.
All right, I'd probably go with this guy. An obvious one. This guy was pretty cool.
Right.
I also agree with Jimmy. I wouldn't necessarily 2-pack it because I have Echo and I have Echo without his helmet. But I would do Omega with that crossbow, but kind of tagging what we said as a character because I like Batcher, but I was thinking if they could do a Batcher and Omega together would be cool. As like the why not mascot. I think that would be really cool. And then I definitely like Rex with the robe or hood. I think that would be dope.
Yeah.
Would you take
And
off
Gregor?
make a cloak
Gregor would be cool, but I think really Wolf would be the other one I'd want.
That'd be sweet.
A cool.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I think I would agree with the Wolf and the Gregor because we just need more clones. So Wolf and Gregor, Rex with the poncho, and again those 3 you could do chases with the helmets on, and then like have the chase versions without their helmets. The Omega with the crossbow would be my 4th pick.
Yep.
Just because, again, we only have one Omega.
Yeah.
And then, that Shadow.
The Shadow Trooper.
Like the Shadow Trooper, the Clone Trooper, whatever you want to call him. He just looks pretty badass, right?
Yeah,
And
he does.
especially if we find out like he's somebody important.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's going to blow our minds if it is someone that we know.
Yeah,
it's going to be
right.
But that's why I wonder who it's got to be, because if it's Cody, it makes a lot of fans happy because we've all been asking forever and ever what's happening, right? And it would kind of make sense that he falls into that because he was one of the first Order 66, to execute that order, right? So that would kind of be cool. If it's Tech, it's too simple to me. In my opinion, it's too simple.
I agree with you too. It cheapens his death.
Yeah, I just want to.
Most impactful scenes in Star Wars.
Because again, it's not just for our benefit; it's for the other characters' development and arcs too, right? Like, so without that loss,
without any stakes, if they come back, then there's no stakes to the show. Like, okay, they're going to die, but what season are they coming back? Or
yeah.
So
I agree.
Yeah. Rob said, "I wish we could get a Scorch from Republic Commando." I think it's coming. I think it's coming because they did Boss, they did Fixer. I think they're going to do Sev, and then they're going to do Scorch, or maybe Scorch and then Sev. But
they highlight him in here, coming. Right?
Yeah, he's in here. He's in the Bad Batch.
They said Scorch on there.
They did say his name.
There were so many clones.
Yeah,
I was trying to find that scene where they're talking because he's like, "Why'd you call me up?" or something like that.
Yeah, he activates the other guy. Yeah. Maybe it's halfway through-ish. Yeah, right there.
Totally see the yellow.
Yeah.
And this guy sounds more like Crosshair than he sounds like, because his gruffly "Why'd you wake me up?" Like his real gruff talking. Maybe he's clones. They cloned because of how loyal Crosshair was. They want these guys to be. I don't know how fast that whole thing works, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was another thought I heard someone say is if it was a clone of Crosshair, how crazy would that be?
I mean, I could see that. I'd rather that happen than Tech returning because I'm with you, Patrick. We don't need more people coming back from the dead.
No.
Out of left field, I want a young Caleb Dune. Yeah.
It was such a heartwarming story to see Tech make that sacrifice to not... again, by going back and changing things, we take away what bring it I don't want to get down this path, but kind of like Palpatine coming back in the sequels.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Luke did and all that. Stop doing that. Give someone the reverence. Give the character and the arc of their story that reverence.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of episode 6, when he was kind of sniping them. I did. That was my first thought. Was maybe that's a Crosshair, clone.
He shoots out all those engines, all the engines. He shoots them all out. I'm like, that's Crosshair-esque.
Yeah.
Very.
And maybe, that would at least make more sense if we get something like that, because then it would kind of filter out. Well, maybe they're trying to make a super clone command by taking. If they could get the whole Bad Batch and extract parts of them out, and maybe that's why we see him shaking his hand, because maybe it's not just PG. Maybe they did enough experiments that they literally took part of what makes him Crosshair out of him, enough of it out of him.
Yeah,
that could do some explaining to that as well if you tell that story. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah. We'll just have to wait and see. But that does it for their top 5. So with St. Paddy's Day coming up tomorrow, we thought we'd play around with the AI again, because every time we play around with it, it seems to keep getting better and better. So let's jump into our main discussion and play with some AI for St. Patrick's Day.
All right.
I speak.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
Yeah, so this was one that I did for the thumbnail the other night. So I did Darth Vader with the
Nice.
4-leaf clover and a green beer. So I mean, it does a decent job. It knows characters, and like we've been figuring out the few times we've played around with AI, like it's getting better.
It
It's
is.
learning.
Yeah,
This is when the machines take over. You guys have seen these
Right?
movies. Come on.
yeah. There's one. That one I did Baby Yoda. It
That's
kind of
pretty
did
cute.
a childlike Yoda.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
That
It
one's
doesn't look too bad.
yeah, that one's pretty cool.
I'll go with that.
Look at his little
Right?
shoes.
These are better than the Valentine's Day ones.
I
Mhm.
know. And if you saw our Valentine's Day episode, like we did better than Funko did.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
You put some effort
Yeah.
into it, so that helps.
right? Putting some thought into it. Take my money and make those Funko, right? Why not?
I did
I
want
mean,
a Chewbacca.
oh, nice. I
Nice.
love that.
Try to do him holding some green beer.
Yeah.
Like, that one's cute.
Oh
I
yeah.
like that. These
I
are
would take
great.
that Chewie in a heartbeat.
That's funny. These are so fun. So
That
fun.
one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they really even got the green beer, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah. That I thought. Well, Chris typed in green beer and it just gave him regular beer, but
Right?
yeah, I don't know.
I did.
I guess it
here.
depends on how you type it. I like that though. That's awesome. Okay, let's see what this
I like
one
his
does.
little like mustache.
Yeah. His expressions they're kind of fun. Less serious, like grumpy Chewie, you know? Like there's like, hey, it's wasted, Chewie.
He's like, I'm
How many-
happy drunk right now.
How many beers does it take for Chewie to get drunk though? I mean, it's a big dude.
Yeah.
Probably a lot.
Here, I'll show you. I
Wookiees
did
don't
one-
get drunk.
I did one of Luke where I tried to make him some certain something. Let's see if I can pull that up. Let me stop sharing for a second so I can bring this
Right.
up.
While you're doing that, I'm going to share mine here,
Yeah, go
Patrick.
ahead.
I did Darth Maul.
Oh, I love that contrast. That
Right? So you got Darth Maul, Funko Pop with yellow eyes, because if you don't type in the yellow eyes, it gives them black eyes for some reason. But they're red and the green. It looks great
yeah, that
together.
was so cool.
Oh, man. Yeah, I need this.
Oh, that one's good.
Yeah. I need this in my life. And then you got like the green stormtrooper behind him.
You pull your screen up again, Chris. I messed it up. I apologize.
Oh,
There.
yeah.
Oh, you even have a green
Dapper.
stormtrooper in the background.
Yeah, the green stormtrooper behind him. I don't know what
Shamrock
that is. Some
Shake
sort of
version.
Disney. Yeah, right? That one. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I need this.
That
Funko,
and the mini
please.
beer. That's awesome.
Right?
Save that. Save that image. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to save these. Okay, what do you got, Patrick? What do you got on deck?
All right. Hold on. Let me hit my present
And
again.
if you got suggestions in the chat, throw them out.
All right. So this is what I came up with.
Dude, that's sick. I want that mall. Yeah.
I did Luke Skywalker like an Irish leprechaun. So we
I
got
like it
this.
did a nice mix of old Luke and young Luke as well.
Yeah, this one isn't too. I don't know what the Luke Hawkes.
Luke Hawks. Hawks.
I don't
Maybe
know.
that's his like Irish name.
Maybe.
But that was kind of fun.
It's like Luke Skywalker kind of being like the leprechaun Luke is kind of molesting the little Luke there. Like he's like, come over here.
You like lightsabers, little boy?
I've got green beer for you.
Oh man,
That one came out pretty cool.
yeah, that was all right.
Yeah, they do look cool. Like AI does a really decent job now, and every time we play around with it, it seems to
Now
be
that
getting
one I
better and
really
better.
liked. I thought that was really cool.
What is his name? Luke Heppercon. Heppercon.
God.
Heppercon.
But I like it. And he's only 178 in the collection. So, I think it's weird how they grabbed all that detail. But that's cool. It's so much crazy fun to do these. But yeah, I really it was fun. And do a couple others.
So I got this one up, and I think it's crazy because that looks like Boba Fett on the beer can.
Yeah, it does.
Oh man, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Like what?
What does it say? Learn.
Bo. I don't know, but I thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
The Boba Fett beer. I don't know what this.
It did Anakin pretty well.
Yeah, minus the facial hair. This one looks good.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Little hints of Queen. Wild.
Looks more Harry Potter.
That definitely looks very Harry Potter.
Yeah.
What do you got, Chris?
The third one was decent. So I did Ahsoka.
Oh.
It did her in green here.
Oh.
Which isn't too bad. I mean, because you think about it, they do the Valentine's one in pink, so it's not horrible. It's not the best. That one's Ahsoka Tano-ish.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's not bad. Some characters are kind of hit or miss still, but like I feel like it's getting better.
Ahsoka better than we first tried.
I think so.
I think at first it didn't even recognize her. Now
it really had a hard time.
Close.
I remember that.
It had a really hard time. It gave her like another appendage on her head or something. Or
yeah, it was. Odd.
Yeah.
What do you got, Pat?
What do I got here? Let me pull up my screen. Which one is me? At the stage. All right, so I got Princess Leia serves and beers on St. Pat's.
The green R2, I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I like the little embellishment they put in her old box. So that was cool.
That's awesome.
And we got this one. That I thought came out really cool.
That is awesome.
I like the fact that she literally had a mini beer in her hand. That was awesome.
I want to see a happy drunk Greedo.
What is she?
Yeah, we'll give it a try.
I don't know what she's doing on this one. It's like she's making something with her hands because they're
green stew.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that's what I don't know, but interesting.
All right, so I got one. So I did R2-D2 dressed as a leprechaun serving green beer.
Little stud.
Nice.
Look at him.
Now
that one he's got a beard.
That's
for some reason.
That one's a little disturbing.
A little bit.
Yeah, that one's a little. Oh, that's cool.
That's not bad. The arm's kind of coming off of his leg.
Well, he has arms and legs.
This one does too. I mean, it's a decent job still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Here. So I did this one before the Happy Drunk Greedo, but I tried to do C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yeah, AI still doesn't know who Shock T is. Yeah.
And then it doesn't know really who Greedo is, but
yeah. Niels is in the chat. Hey, Niels.
Hey, Niels.
Those look cool though. Those look like they could actually be like. It
looks like a gremlin.
Say, that's gonna look gremlin-ish.
Very gremlin, like a Western gremlin.
Oh, that looks cute.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I love the little barrels. That's awesome.
Yeah. It kind of looks like Yoda, but mixed with like the little green guy on the bag of peas.
Oh, Sprout.
Yeah,
Sprout?
yeah. That's what it kind of looks like.
Take some of these and then like have them 3D printed. That'd be all right.
Yeah, I bet you people do 3D printed Funko Pops too. So
they definitely do. They're out there.
Yeah, I kind of want to learn a little bit about how to do that process. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Gotta create
I
an
can see myself
STL
getting
file.
lost into it. All right, so this one here, I did Darth Vader with some Guinness. It looks like he's got one of those little funny leprechaun hats you stick on your head, in a bar. That was all right. This one I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Right? A little Guinness and Darth Vader in a pub. That one, I don't mind that. I actually like the little mini Guinness in his hand. I thought that was pretty dope. And that one, that's pretty awesome. Like, I'm definitely saving that one. It's pretty cool. But it's just so much fun doing these. They have some pretty cool stuff that you can do. And I guarantee the more descriptive you get, the better and better it's getting.
Yeah. I need that first Archie. Looks like a gremlin. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing one more here. Do you have one as well, Lex? Or
Yeah, you can do yours though.
okay, I did Emperor Palpatine. I feel like it's a character we haven't done yet. Emperor Palpatine with green lightning. You don't get any more St. Patrick's Day than the green lightning. So
that's pretty good.
It did. I feel like it did the face pretty well. The wrinkles in the face.
Yeah, I have a what if coming up that I did some Palpatine, and yeah,
Nice.
you'll see. It looks very similar. You'll see this Wednesday.
Yeah, it actually doesn't look too bad.
They come out good.
Does the AI recognize Kit Fisto?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
We can try it. We'll try Kit Fisto.
I got.
Hey, Lex, what do you got?
Patrick, you can go. I'm gonna see if I can do Kit Fisto real quick.
All right. I got. Am I on? I'm on. I have.
You're on.
Trooper. I did a little St. Patrick's Day Stormtrooper.
Mikey said that's better than the NFT.
Right. Well, they gave him like a green little cape. I thought was pretty neat on this one.
That's cool. Yeah.
I was doing that. And they did it again on here, but they did a first order version.
Yeah.
Kind of sweet.
Yeah, and I like the coffee cup says Happy St. Patrick's.
Yeah. He went to Starbucks. And look at this one. They even did like the stripes green.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Green Oreo.
Nice little touch.
Yeah. Those guys did some pretty cool. I liked them. They didn't do too shabby.
Yeah. No, it does do a decent job. And it does get better every time we mess around with it. So
it sure does. I mean,
by the time we get to the next I don't know, holiday that we could do a pop for, it should do pretty well.
So this is Kit Fisto.
So I guess it doesn't know who Kit Fisto is.
No, I don't think so. Unless he thinks Kit Fisto is an old man. But
Yeah,
maybe.
apparently so.
And then I had that one beforehand, but nothing crazy. Holding a little burr.
I love these.
Yeah.
But these are all great ideas to, if you're gonna do something, make it like
why
that.
not? I would buy
This one
these.
looks like it's in someone's collection. Like,
Yeah.
look at all the pop behind it. So
It's crazy.
Yeah, I would definitely buy these.
These are a lot of fun. Like between this and the Valentine's, I think we've come up with better concepts than what the creators at Funko did, the designers there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they should start doing. Playing around with AI.
Throw it in AI and see if anything sticks. Then show your boss, hey, what about this one, and this one? That one. These are so much more creative than what we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like those Valentine's ones for sure were better.
Oh
than
yeah,
what
better than the Pepto ones that we got.
Or the
anything is better than that.
The quote
or the
quote
chocolate
one
this year.
Yeah, they say it's chocolate. I don't know.
They should have made actual chocolate versions, and just sold that as like a $15 chocolate pop. You're gonna eat it, let people know.
Yeah, you unwrap it yourself.
Collect this because it'll eventually get kind of gross.
Yeah, I remember seeing those last time I was on here. I just gotten back from New York and had seen those up there. I was like, "What are these things?"
Yeah.
I didn't even realize what they were. Like I was just kind of baffled. It's like
I thought that when they were introducing was kind of odd too because it was so early.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
it
it's
seemed at
Christmas
the same
time, yeah.
time they're introducing Easter for other
Yeah.
brands with the chocolate. So it wasn't necessarily Valentine's. Just kind of stuck it out there and said, you decide what holiday it is. Valentine's, Easter. I didn't get that. I don't know.
Yeah. One thing I hope we actually get is the Halloween ones, the Day of the Dead ones that were rumored to be coming at some point.
I think that got scrapped because nothing's ever happened with that.
Scrapped or
Yeah.
delayed, maybe we'll get it this year.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I
We'll
think
see.
I think I'll probably
They probably scrapped that idea for the re-release of the Boba Fett though. So
I mean, they had to have people go out and listen to chatter, and I mean, you'd be fool not to, be watching your guy, like have someone in there, a company that size, looking at YouTube channels, reading Reddit, like acting like they're just somebody else, just to hear the feedback. And
yeah,
I mean,
we might have somebody in the chat who's secretly working at Funko's.
Yeah.
So if there's anyone in the chat,
don't really understand some of their decisions over the last.
Yeah.
And then just how hard it is to find things out. It's really, they could have a bigger brand and make more money if they just streamline things a little bit. I mean, it's almost as dysfunctional as Lucasfilm themselves is, hey, this movie's coming out. This movie's not coming out. Hey, now Rebel Squadrons is back, like that one's dead in the water. So, I mean, it's just.
I'm excited for that one, though. I'm excited for the Rogue Squadron movie.
Super pumped. I mean, I wanted it. I understood why they took a break because of Top Gun being so successful. But Funko just needs to kind of streamline some stuff.
Yeah.
Figure things out. I don't know if, I don't know. Like, just if most of us behave the way or made the decisions that some of these people do in our jobs, how long will we have our jobs? Like,
that's a very
point.
I mean, their job is to make money. So
I did. I watched his video. Seems interesting.
Yeah. There's placeholders on Amazon for Clone Wars sodas. So there's like a placeholder for an Ahsoka one. There's a placeholder for a Rex. What was the other one? There was something else there too, I think.
I only remember him mentioning Rex and Ahsoka, but then he was like, they could just do like a cooler of like 6 Clone Wars ones, and I was like,
yeah,
sign me up.
Ooh, right?
Well, didn't they do
a cooler
for what was the one? Is it Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or whatever? That I think
they've done Power Rangers. They did a
Scooby-Doo.
Ricky get something like that recently? Like
he got the Power Ranger one. They did an Avatar one. Like, just give me a cooler, bro.
Right?
An igloo full of them.
Yeah, I wonder if we can find that on there. Probably not. I think he was sent those by a source, wasn't he? So I don't know if it's on. Yeah. I'm just seeing if anything comes up if we put that in. Yeah, no, it must be like on the back end of the website or something. But
yeah,
I'd be excited for that stuff. Oh yeah, Obi-Wan and Ventress. That's right.
Oh,
there was an Obi-Wan.
Well, we've heard of that. We're going to make a Ventress soda, but come on.
Yeah.
Now, when I think of the Ventress soda, it's probably going to be the blonde, short hair, and yellow blades.
I don't know. I mean, if they do a Clone Wars cooler, it would be like the Clone Wars version of her. So
if they do that, that'd be awesome. But I'm almost wondering if they're going to do
I would get it.
The newer version of her.
Well, especially if she's getting her own show or whatever, the rumors, they're going to want to start pushing her. I'm still curious to how they're going to do this. I couldn't get any information out of her as far as that was concerned. And I asked her about Qui-Gon. I was like, did you record with anybody? She's like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, okay. So she was super nice, super friendly, and I'm excited for her. But yeah, we definitely need an Asajj Funko Pop, so that'd be cool.
She's pulling an Andrew Garfield, and no, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't.
Yeah. Well, they just released her lightsabers too, the Legacy lightsabers at Disney, and they look. I mean, I think that box is just beautifully like how it opened up. Even like the thought behind that was awesome. Let's see what happens with the character now, like what they're going to do with her. I don't want her to totally do what they did with Boba Fett to her, where you took the essentials of that character and just flipped it for whatever purpose. For maybe marketing other stuff too. I don't know. but I want her to kind of have a little bit of an edge. That's kind of what brought Quinlan to her, is because she was that dark, but had this. Every once in a while, you're like, how is she on the same? Like we saw it in Clone Wars, her helping different characters along as fighting them. Was it Tarkovsky, the original Clone Wars animator?
Yeah, Tartakovsky.
He had that great episode. Yeah, him, her, and Anakin fighting in the rain, and the rain hitting the lightsaber blades.
Yeah,
that was just like, I would like to see a live action version of that, or something to that, where pouring rain, the lightsabers are ignited, and you can hear as it hitting the lightsabers, and it's like a tense moment. Like, and that's the only reason you hear it and notice it, because of the pause in the fight. Like, I'd like to see that, because that I thought was probably one of the best animated scenes I really saw in a while back then.
Yeah. But I think that'll do it for this episode of the Star Wars Popcast. Jimmy, do you want to let people know one more time where people can find you and what you're all about over on your international podcast there?
Everything at Explore the Force. We're on all the social medias. We don't know how to use them very well, but we're on all of them. So, and again, like we'll do
Lurking in the Shadows.
We'll do Lurking in the Shadows. We'll do our main shows, usually a discussion or a guest. We have a big one coming up tomorrow, and a few more lined up down the road, but we'll all do some different things, countdowns, top fives. And then we have like Lego videos. I do some Lego brick by brick builds on our thing, and Jack's done some painting. Hasn't done it in a while, but we all kind of bring our own thing to it. And we also, we all work together, and we do book reviews and things like that as well. So if you like it, let us know. We'll talk about it. So,
nice.
Thanks. And Patrick, we still need to get you on the show, because everyone else on here has been on there. So I'll reach out to you and we'll get you on, talk some Star Wars.
That's awesome. That'd be awesome. And I forgive me, Jimmy. I was meaning to have you on movies that inspire the pop, but I haven't really had one in a while. I've been so busy with work and
I get it. Trust me.
Things going on,
I got about 2 month push till school's out, so then I'll be freed up and I can meet up whenever. But we'll get you guys back on. Lex, we want to have you back on. Obviously, we had a great talk, and Chris, we need to get you back on too. So, and it's just been, and we talked about it before. It's just awesome how Star Wars brings us all together. People from the States, Canada, we got UK, we got a bunch of friends over there. And just, that's the best thing about Star Wars, I think, right now. So
the community is where it's at, Jimmy. You're 100%.
But thanks for having me.
Well, thank you again for coming on. Patrick, where can people find you when they're not watching you here on the podcast?
Oh, when I'm not here chopping it up, talking all things Star Wars and Funko Pop, I'm on my channel over at Poptography on YouTube. If you're looking for me on other social media, it's just Poptography YT. And I do creative images of Star Wars Funko Pops. So please take a look. And if you happen to go, check the links for the shop, because I'm going to be marking the calendars down at a very low price soon. Because I really don't feel like after a certain point, are they really going to hold they're awesome. I mean, I love the images on them and everything.
Yeah.
I think for, to get rid of, the calendar sales for the year, I'm going to mark them down low. So if you hadn't picked up one by now, being that it's March, it's your lucky time of the year, because we're going to discount them. And after that, they're probably going to be off the site. So
cool.
Moving on to other things. I don't know if I'll do a shirt or something like that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
They're not going to be as cool as your shirts, Lex. Lex has got the best t-shirts. So Lex, when you're on here talking all things Star Wars, Funko, and everything with us, and going out and getting some really dope Star Wars t-shirts, where else can they find you?
Well, when I'm not here with you guys and any guests that we have on, I'm on my own channel, which is Jedi Lex. And I kind of just do everything and all things Star Wars. Been doing reaction videos, unboxings, conventions. I'm actually going to try to hit a Lego convention tomorrow.
Ooh.
So that'll be interesting, my first one. But I try to keep it fresh and light and just put out good content that I enjoy making, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching. But I've got some videos in the works, so definitely stay tuned. But Chris, when you're not here with me and Patrick and any guests that we have on, where can the people find you?
Well, I'm on my channel as well. Seriously Star Wars, doing weekly Star Wars reviews and doing the fan battle every Saturday or Sunday, depending on when our guest can come on. So tomorrow we got, as Jimmy mentioned, the last third of the Explore the Force podcast coming on, and gonna hopefully take the win there and give you guys a 3-0 there, I guess. So.
Yeah, UT up for the win.
She's going up against our good buddy Eric from Sire Speed Reviews. So
Nice.
it's kind of tough who I'm rooting for. I want to root for the
nervous, I'll tell
fellow
you
Canadian or one of the guys who started YouTube at the same time as I did. So Eric and I go way back. But yeah, you can find me there, and doing Collector Con tomorrow in Edmonton. So if anyone's in the Edmonton area and you see me there, say hi.
And what time is
anyone's watching from Canada?
Your trivia battle tomorrow, Chris?
Same time as usual, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So
excellent.
Yeah,
so
that'll be tomorrow. So
you're out on St. Pat's Day, and you need to take a sit back and relax. Please come join the trivia. Sip your beer.
Give Taylor and Eric some support. So they might need it. But we'll see everyone in the next episode, and thank you everyone for watching and taking part in the chat, and we'll see everyone next week.
Later.